Hello, everybody. First of all, I am talking about Zimmerman again. Now I want to talk about this wonderful person who has interviewed the creator of Mr. Deity and Roseanne. And I felt a little defensive, like, hey, Roseanne's been interviewed 1,000 times. Why do you need to do it? But that's not how I really feel. I think it's awesome. So she's concerned. Now, people don't listen that closely, or they don't comprehend that well, and they don't realize they haven't, and so on and so forth. Somehow, in some way, that must be the case. Now, I never said I lost sleep. I said I was thinking about it while I was sleeping. Okay, I think about things while I'm sleeping every night. Now, someone asked me, does that mean, is it a lucid dream? Well, I don't know what you'd want to call it. What I know is that when I go to sleep, while I'm sleeping, sometimes, often, I wake up remembering what I was thinking about. No dream. I was thinking. As if I was awake, more or less, but then again, a little bit, sleep dreamy time, and that's why you got to be careful what you think about when you're asleep, because it'll just run on and on and on. And who needs to sit there thinking about, I remember this issue about racism and things in the last case, all night. It's harder to control than consciously. I'd rather have this particular thought while I'm fully conscious. But I can handle that. Don't worry about me. That can easily be controlled. I can control what I think about while I'm asleep by, when I go to sleep, starting the thought. Okay, so the problem really is that I probably went to sleep thinking about Zimmerman, not really thinking about that I'm thinking about Zimmerman. But no Daiwada, man, not literally Zimmerman, about the whole thing. Anyway, here's my lovely timecode tool again, which is available for anybody that wants to use it until we use up the bandwidth and I have to somehow pay Google. But that's not likely to happen if you just do what I do and screen cap. It's not like people go to there to watch the notes, though you can just play them all. Well, let's do that. Easier fun. Okay, that's sounds of the Keltec 9. Easier fun. It's like a metal sound. Now, I think we pretty much know that Zimmerman... Okay, I forgot to say, this is in honor of Daiwada Man. I mean, if a guy can go like... And that's supposed to mean, I want to buy blunts, and then I'm going to be smart enough to go hide it, but then stupid enough to come back and attack the dude that's following me. And then nobody's going to find it. After I'm dead, because I'll come back and I'll move it. Okay, I might have exaggerated a little bit on Daiwada Man's position there. My main point was that Daiwada Man's all like, 7-Eleven, ooh, he moves like this, or, and for that matter, the Philexican too, which I really respect the fact that Philexican would follow that nonsense but still go, hey, I know how to separate that from law and order. That's what I'm asking of everybody. It's like, hey, let's talk about race and culture and everything. It's the internet. But on the other hand, let's fucking pretend we're grown-up men and women and know how to do law and order. Anyway, so here's what I was thinking about. If we could just have a hand gesture, it's worth looking at. And this is certainly worth looking at. George Zimmerman's Dealy Bob. Listen to this. What's this sound? What's the sound? What's that sound? It's a metal sound. It's a metal work. It's definitely metal. It could be a metal screen door or something, but it doesn't really sound like a metal screen door unless the metal screen door has some sort of a latching mechanism. That's an interesting sound. Easier fun. The audio here is much better, right? Easier fun. Easier fun. Easier fun. Easier fun. Easier fun. so the difference here is that if that hand signal meant that Trayvon was trying to buy blunts, well, I believe that's a misdemeanor. Well, in the states I've lived in the last 20 years, 30 years it has been. I don't know about Florida, but in this case... This is like Murder 1 territory. So let's talk about that. It's just a possibility, just a question, inquiring minds, want to you decide.